Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back guys. Today we are talking about, as you guys probably know from the thumbnail, Yeremi Pino has been signed to Crystal Palace. The Eze replacement, although Abe's, we really can't ever replace you. Literally we can't ever, we don't have the budget for that. Although we bought you for 65 million, we still can't buy anyone for 65 million. Yeremi Pino has been signed to Palace, and I feel very mixed opinions about this. So I personally don't know of Yeremi Pino that well. Obviously, in the last couple of days of rumours circulating, I've done a little bit of a deep dive, some research here and there about Yeremi Pino, Villarreal player, 22 years old, the number 21 for Villarreal, and the new number 10 for Crystal Palace. And yeah, I've done a little bit of a deep dive on him. Well, not really that deep as a shallow kiddie pool. And all I found out is this guy is a yellow card machine. Bro racked up more yellow cards than Gracie last season and the season before. That is insane. And I'm talking about the last season. Bro got 11 yellow cards in the last season, when Gracie got 8 last season and 2 seasons before. We're talking about centre back compared to left winger or right winger. It's a little bit crazy, but I just hope he's not moving like Zaha level aggression, because that guy, although Zaha, you're a legend of the game, one of the best players to ever play in the Palace show. I didn't know, he's still around in this show, but yeah, one of the best players to ever play in the Palace show, Wilfred Zaha. But yeah, that guy, I mean, he was always trying to live to the ref. We're lucky he wasn't captain, because the refs were lucky he weren't captain, because now they've got a rule only captain can speak to the ref. So Zaha, if he was captain, he would have been given lip to the ref. But yes, we've signed Yeremy Pino. Off topic, and new number 10. Firstly, it feels a tiny bit disrespectful to give Yeremy Pino the number 10 straight after Eze. Not even like glazing Eze in here, but there's a clear gap in quality. But the one thing I think about this new signing is whether Yeremy Pino can provide the same level of production as Eze. So I watched the game against Fredrikstad and in the Conference League playoffs, and even the Nottingham Forest game, and you could clearly see the gaps where Eze was, the gaps that Eze left, or just purely from the production side. We, especially in the Fredrikstad game, I saw we were getting stalled a lot, and we were really relying on Adam Morton, Ismaili Sarr, and Jean-Philippe Mateta. Mateta struggled a little bit with another big, broad, muscular defender guarding him. And Ismaili Sarr, he didn't struggle, but we were just really on the back foot, and we didn't have someone who could play the ball, so you could just control the game, slow it down, get through players, and find that final pass that Eze was so good at. So I'm hoping Yeremi Pino can do that really well, because right now I'm not really looking at goals, I'm really just looking at production, and that's what we need Yeremi Pino to do, because that's what Eze did so well. As long as bagging so many crucial goals, he also created so many opportunities. And while I do think Adam Morton can be that controller in the midfield, in that flair, I also think that I'd prefer if there was someone more attacking than Adam Morton. He's great, but he's not as good as Eze in the same attacking flair as Eze had. But right now, Crystal Palace, the only players I truly like is Dino in goal, back three. I'm a little bit uneasy about Richards, but I do like him. And then in midfield, Ismaili Sarr, love him. Daniel Munoz, love him. Ismaili Sarr, love him. Adam Morton, Daniel Munoz, love him. And Jean-Philippe Mateta, of course. Jean-Philippe Mateta. I love the Frenchman, Jean-Philippe Mateta. I also love Justin Devaney. I really love him as a prospect. I don't love him as a starter for us. And he did start the Nottingham Forest game, not the Fredrikstad game. Who did we have starting in the Fredrikstad game? It was Daichi Kamada. I do believe Daichi Kamada, who I also do like but not love. And I also like Franca. We just sent him on loan, and I really love him as prospect as well. I don't like him as an Eze replacement, because obviously he's a cam as well, but I do like him as a prospect, and I'm really glad we sent him on loan. But to be honest, when I first had the Yeremy Pino rumours, I was supposed to record this video days ago. It says 29th, probably comes out today as well. Supposed to record this video days ago and do like a little comparison with 3 different players about who Crystal Palace should sign. But it's a little bit too late for that now, because I just didn't have time to. But my players that I was going to compare, and I can still compare, the 2 West Bromwich Albion players, the Hawthorns very own, I'm pretty sure that's what the stadium's called. I mean, it's this pretty dry stadium. I'm joking. No hate to the Hawthorns. I've been there and it's pretty decent. But compared to Selhurst Park, don't play. The two players were Tom Fellows and Isaac Price. And Tom Fellows last season was a baller, championship player, and he had 18 goal contributions, 4 goals and 14 assists. And I just saw this guy's stats and I said, yes, please, por favor, señor, y gracias. Like, that's how I was moving. Straight up, I was like, give me Tom Fellows on this team. Because he was so saucy last year, 18 goal contributions, but at this point, he looks like he's going to Southampton, which is a little bit disappointing, but it's almost confirmed. But then, we have Isaac Price. Isaac Price, last year, was not good for him. Let's be real. Let's keep it about straight up gang. Last year was not good for him. But this year, however, Bro's got 4 goal contributions in 3 games in the championship. He has been lethal. 3 goals and 1 assist. And it just depends on what Palace are looking for. If you're looking for someone to do the production, like I was saying, filling Eberechi's role, because he had duels, he had goals and he had creation, he had assists. That's how valuable he was to us. But if we're looking for someone purely on assists, then guys like Yeremi Pino and mainly Tom Fellows would be fantastic. But if we're looking for someone to bag the goals, please, I implore you, sign more. I can't even remember. Wait. How did I just forget his name? Something Price. I'm just going to say Price. I literally just forgot his name on the spot. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't sign for Crystal Palace, because we still love you over here. When you sign, I'll remember your name for sure. Like, Borna Sosa, I remember your name. You're a new signing. I remember your name. Look at that. Look, just sign. Is it Ian Price? Question mark. But that's if you're looking for goals. And I understand the case of you want someone who's first division ready. Villarreal's a pretty big team in Spain. Definitely a top 7 club, question mark. I don't really follow La Liga that much, but they're a pretty big deal in Spain. And so you look at them and you say, I want someone who's first division ready, who's battled Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, some of the big giants in football, not even European football. You say, I want that guy instead of the guy who's battling Watford and Bristol City or whatever. I'm joking. Bristol City aren't even in the championship, I think. But yeah, you want the first division proven guy. But I think all our best signings have been from championship. Eberechi has a QPR. Championship, and now you got sold for 65 mil, 55 mil, 10 mil add-ons, whatever. Mikel Olise sold to Bayern Munich, one of the biggest teams and names in all of football and all of sports. Even Bayern Munich, he came from Championship. Even look at Adam Morton, he came from Blackburn Rovers. Like, they're all Championship teams. We scouted them, we found them, and said this guy is a baller. And we signed him up, and now Adam Morton, he's an England international. He's good enough to play for England international team. Same like Mark Guehi, who's obviously from Chelsea, but Chelsea were like, we didn't really have any pull to keeping this guy. And even like Jean-Philippe Mateta, he wasn't nothing, but he wasn't the same guy he is now, a Premier League dominator. Back when we signed him, we've never really been the best at signing big players. And by big players, you know what I mean. Like, when we sign guys who the whole world knows about, and sign guys who, and I'm not hating Yeremi Pino, because I don't think the whole world, and even I don't think the whole world knew about him. I didn't even know about him. But in fairness, I don't watch La Liga that often. But I didn't really know about him. But when we sign guys who are supposed to be on the level or above the level of our team, doesn't really tend to work out, to be honest. That's just my opinion. Doesn't really seem to work out. So I really like us keep building our young core from the championship. And it's Isaac Price. I think Isaac Price or Tom Fellows is a great pick. Even with Yeremi Pino here, I think one of them as well. And even if they're not Premier League ready, which some can debate, we can have them on our bench. We can make them Premier League ready. Because no one's Premier League ready. Not everyone's Premier League ready to start with. And most people think Victor Gyökeres isn't Premier League ready. But after the year, these guys will be Premier League ready because they're absolute ballers. Same for like guys like Romain Esse. He proved that he's not Premier League ready yet. But he will be. He will be soon. So that's why I really think we should sign at least one of Isaac Price or Tom Fellows, or find someone in the championship, because that's where I think gold is found. Not in La Liga, not in Liga, not in the not in Bundesliga, not in Serie A, not even in the Premier League. Well, I think there can still be some goals in the Premier League. I know there's other leagues, but I think the real goals for Crystal Palace is in the Championship, and that's where we should sign from. Yeremi Pino, welcome to the Eagles. Welcome to Selhurst, man. Selhurst Park, absolute great signing, but still, Isaac Price or Tom Fellows. Please sign him. Happy birthday, Oli Glasner. Love to you. Absolute, the man, the legend, not the myth, because I've literally seen him in real life. So, not the myth, but the man and the legend. Happy birthday, Oli Glasner. But I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoyed. And if you didn't enjoy, please still like the video. Please. Pretty please. I'm joking. But please like the video. And if you did like this video, I'm sure you like the video that's popping up sometime around now. And if you didn't like this video, I'm sure you still like that video popping up. So you should probably click on it. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.